Welcome to Module 2. Here we've got, the first thing I want to point out is this warning, warning, warning. Some of you have gone through stop signs, 3 or 4 stop signs going 80 miles per hour. This is my last chance to try to get you to understand how things work. And anyway, please read that. And our first discussion. Well, let me tell you my philosophy on discussions. I confess, when I was a college student, there are 2 things I absolutely hated: discussions, okay, and group work. And I know some of you absolutely love that stuff. That's what you live for, and that's what you want to do. My experience with discussions was not positive. Especially if the professor wrote down who was all discussing, who was all participating. Every hand went up, and you never heard so much nonsense being spouted just because everybody was desperate to say something. And that did not work out well. And when I took over online teaching, back in around 2005, 2004, before that, a vice president of the college was doing the online economics classes, and he went to the extreme and did almost nothing but discussion. And as a result, the students, while they were all experts on each other's opinions, they didn't learn any economics, which I found when some of them came into my next class next semester. So yeah, I think discussions have a place. They are, and the technology is great for doing discussions with online classes, but just because the technology makes it possible doesn't mean it's prudent to do so. So yes, the extreme is to have no discussions, and I don't think that's quite right, or to have nothing but discussions, but that's certainly not right. So we're going to have a few discussions, and they're not worth a lot of your grade, but they're worth something of your grade. So you can't blow them off. And basically, if you just participate, if you just do something, I tend to just give you full credit. So okay, so there's that. And my group work, well, one of my favorite quotes is, "A camel is a horse designed by committee." So that's pretty much my thought on that. So anyway, I know you have other professors who think just the opposite of that, but anyway, that's pretty much the way things go here. So anyway, there is a discussion, our first discussion, and it's about the article you read about Cuesta College in the previous module. Very interesting and timely, although this was several years ago, when you've got right now the fashion of the day is that merit is just a luxury or not even important at all. So it's a little frightening, frankly, for me. But anyway, there's that. Give me your thoughts about that. We've got the warning. Well, I've got that again, in case you missed it the first time. Why trade? This chapter's on trade. So trade it's surprising that there are gains from trade to a lot of people, because trade is we're all heavily engaged in trade, heavily. And I know I don't bake my own bread. I don't butcher my own cows. I didn't build my own house, and I don't pump my own gasoline out of the ground or oil out of the ground. I trade with someone else who does that. So we produce, we consume very, very little that we have produced ourselves. Most of what we consume is produced by someone else. Anyway, so yeah, why never heard that before. And how globalization helps the world poor. This is highly misunderstood. When we boycott the products the world's poor make, boy, if you think you're helping them by boycotting their products, better think again. Its alternatives are quite awful, frankly. Okay, so then here's the homework and la da 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 da. Oh, some videos, some really interesting videos. Opportunity Cost, a great one on Opportunity Cost by Paul Solomon. I think you'll enjoy this short little Opportunity Cost wrap. And then there's others, specialization, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, so a lot of stuff here to do, and there's some extra credit here in this chapter as well. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I'll see you again in Module 3.